We're back, ready to go to Harry's. Let's go.
Camera.
Yeah.
Why
Mr.
ever
Francis
point
York
upward?
Finally, you
See
have
who's
arrived.
coming into the driveway.
You are welcome to come inside.
Oh god, I can't tell you if I was rich how many excesses I would have.
Ugh. All of them.
Just
Ridiculous excesses.
completely trivial stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking that kind of stuff like if I was rich, I would have like a indoor swimming pool. I would, but I would also have like cameras all over my property just so I can casually sit in my living room and look at everything.
Oh man, I can't
never
do
look out a
anything
window.
in private. Oh my god, dude.
And if I was Harry, like next to a small town and I was rich, I'd pay the city infrastructure payments under the condition that I'm allowed to place cameras everywhere for my own enjoyment.
Like in toilets?
No, that's not enjoying myself.
Guess we have
Different tastes.
different tastes.
Different strokes.
For different folks.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, please proceed to Mr. Stewart's room.
He's
There
kind of
shit.
a pretty
I
man.
shall assume.
He is. I was trying to come up with who's in different strokes.
Oh,
I wanted to make a joke about a celebrity, but I couldn't think of the celebrity.
Alec.
Thick? Alan Thick?
Alan Thick.
He's in different strokes? I think you're thinking of something else.
What's he in?
That's Growing Pains.
Oh yeah, totally. That's what I'm thinking of.
But it's funny because I thought Alan Thick too.
Really?
Why is Growing Pains and Alan and different strokes seem to be the same in our minds? Mr. Francis York Morgan. Timing's oh fuck you, man. Oh wait, is this different?
No, it's the
No,
same.
it's the same
but
goddamn
that's
thing as
okay.
yesterday. Conrad Bain was the
Who the hell is that?
yeah, more like shitcoms, you're right. We had a public school teacher who gave Alan Thicke the middle finger. No. Goaded Alan Thicke into giving him the middle finger. Remember?
Wasn't that high school?
Remember, Ben? That
Who?
story?
No.
Mr. History teacher, Shorter.
Neely.
In high school?
Neely.
You
Neely?
said elementary school.
Yeah.
I do not remember that story.
Grew
Alan
up in the
Thicke grew up
same-
in the same small town as
Yeah.
him, and he came back one time, and everybody treats
now
him
I
like
do.
a hero.
Yes.
So he and his friends went, "Oh, big man, Thicke, big man coming back to town," and then he just like as he's getting in his car, just gave them all the finger.
Oh, Neely was full of inappropriate stories for a classroom.
Oh yeah. He was
Anyways.
awesome. 14, 23, 26.
All right. 3 musical stores. This might throw us for a loop though this time. Moonlight, Appassionata, and Les Adieux. Remember that too.
Cool.
It's this one. Oh, fuck me. All right, so is this another courtyard? No. This is a room to stay if I want to. I should save.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Moonlight, something, razor, I'd see it. Moonlight, app something.
Actually, I've also talked about how I always have dreams where I live in a mall. But not a mall, it's just like the layout of a mall, but it's not like stores. It's just like, gigantic hallway, like a mall, with lots of store-like rooms
That sounds
that are
horrible.
open face kind of like to the hallway.
Uh-huh.
So like compartments, like kind of in your, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
Kind of strange.
Yeah, and I'm just like I have many dreams about having. I have frequent dreams where I realize that the house that I'm living in had a completely other floor that we just forgot about. And I'm like, our house is huge. Like,
Oh
we
my
forgot
God.
about this floor. And it just keeps going. And it's just like, our
Wow.
house is huge.
Huh.
And it's kind of like just empty, and it's kind
Is
of a
it lonely?
creepy feeling, a lonely-ish feeling, like a melancholy
that
to
sounds
it.
horrible.
But at the same time, like sort of an intriguing one where you're just like, I want to just like leave this empty
Yeah.
and know that it's there, but
Weird.
not use it, and it'll feel weird.
I have
That's what I would do if I was
reoccurring-
rich.
I have reoccurring secret rooms in my house, in my dreams.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, kind of. It's the same thing, kind of. It's a secret,
But
forgotten.
it's always the same one. Like,
Oh.
and only I know about it. And it connects to a slide, and I go down the slide, and it goes through.
Jesus.
But it's
That's
usually
pretty
because
awesome.
the killer's following me, and I go down the slide, and there's like these little windows, and the killer's always like at the next window, at the next floor.
There's always someone trying to kill you in your dreams.
I know.
This
Bad.
puzzle seems a bit different.
14, 23, 26.
Yeah. 50, 40, 30, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Uh-oh.
And then the statues. I think
I
they're all
get it.
identical. What? You get it?
Yeah.
Statue of cavalry trooper. Looks like he might move along the grooves. This must be another one of these gimmicks.
Is it 14, the first number?
How are you going to get to those numbers?
10 and 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 14.
But what were the other numbers?
23 and 26.
Okay. So, okay, I'll put
Oh.
one on 4 and 10 then. Let's see what happens.
But how do we know which one's the first
Yeah,
one? Does it
that's
matter?
true. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Well, it's quite the commitment, so I hope we're right.
Yeah.
The room is usually empty and clean. Huh. Yeah, Game Editor has similar dreams.
Weird.
Yeah, I always like that dream. It's not like a joyful thing. It's just like but at the same time it's a comfortable feeling. I don't know why. It's like I think it kind of speaks to my desire to have, comfortable excess. Just knowing something's there is nice to me.
And that it's not cluttered.
Yes.
It's clean.
Untouched space. To use at my disposal as I desire. 26?
23 and 26.
Okay. Miss Fable. I had a dream that I found a library in my house that was just like the one in Beauty and the Beast, and I had an urge to read all the books. That is such a girl dream.
Yeah.
Oh my
totes.
god, that's so amazing. When I was a kid, I wanted that. That was like part of my dream house. is having a library.
in my house. I'm Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Oh, Beast!
No.
23.
Yeah.
How can Beast have such a chip on his shoulder?
You got turned into a beast.
Oh, I'm a beast, and
Nobody
I've got
loves
a
him.
tiny village girl to screw, and all of my stuff
you
talks,
can't
and
just
they're
screw her.
hilarious, and
Yeah, that's
everything
true.
sucks.
He had a hell of a lot of funny people living in that house
Yeah.
to be so miserable.
I've got a talking French candelabra.
He wants to fuck all of my dusters.
I have a fucking hot dusters everywhere. What am I gonna do with these?
It happened over time, guys. It's because the rose was wilting. He was just ejected, man. He was a douche.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
that's
a
the
douche
thing.
before his
He was
curse.
a douche before,
Yeah.
in the middle, and all the way through. There was no point of an epiphany in that story.
he learned
Where
to
did he
be
become
nice.
good? Where?
Whenever,
Pinpoint the point in the story where he
whenever
becomes good.
Belle touched his hand and he didn't shudder, he realized that people could
You
actually
should do
love
something
him.
for him, or I'll have to watch it again.
So when she touched his hand and didn't wasn't afraid of him, his realization that he can be ugly on the outside and inside made him realize that it's okay to be ugly.
Well, it made him want to be a better person. He cleaned himself up after that and
fresh.
wanted to be nice to her, and it changed
As soon as he realized it was possible for someone to love him,
Once he
changed.
realized that he might be able to do this village girl,
Exactly.
No,
he decided to
it's
put
not
on
just
a
about
good
doing
face.
Her. It was about friendship.
He never did get to
And
fuck
love.
anybody with the beast penis.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I know,
I
right?
think he would have liked to.
He had a limited imagination. The thing is, you'll have to watch it again, but I remember specifically watching it with that in mind and remembering being like, this guy learns nothing. He's a dick from beginning to end.
I disagree. Although he was a dick at the beginning and for much of the middle.
Here we go. We solved your riddle. Wasn't that hard? Again. They're kind of shitty riddles. That Foley.
Yeah.
Harry?
Oh, shit.
Dude, somebody's
awesome.
gonna have to clean that up.
Harry, turns out what you said was true. And I'd like to hear more.
Don't sprinkle the seas on the floor. I don't want my servant to have to do more work than he has to.
Oh.
So says Mr. Stewart. I didn't say that.
As you know,
Ooh.
there's a powerful mystery surrounding these scenes. You've seen them at those other murders that took place elsewhere. And you've seen them deeply involved with the murders in this town as well.
That's right. But how do you know all this?
York, you must be younger than you look. Youngsters tend to hurry so much that they let things slip right past them. What you need to do is slow this down a bit. That way you'll see what's really important.
So he's not rhyming, that fucker is.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you a story.
That's what he's paid for.
50 years ago, when
Oh,
the war
it's all
was
coming out.
just
What?
about when
It has to do with the Cold War.
started to become a rising threat. Our town constructed a huge clock tower. Then, soon afterwards, a serial killer wearing a red raincoat went on a killing spree.
The legend of the Raincoat Killer? Stop playing games with me, Harry. That's nothing more than folklore.
York!
The
You've
FBI
been
has
fighting
no
him
such
constantly
Yeah.
throughout this
record.
investigation.
In his mind, though.
York, Anna, Becky, and now Diane. Their deaths are real, not folklore, not legend. The Raincoat Killer is also real. But under a strict gag order, the mass murder case was never made public.
Dude, goes deep. This goes all the way to the
Yeah.
president.
Say that it was completely erased from history. Tell me, who do you think would be able to do something
You.
like that?
The president.
The military.
Very good. A model student.
But if there are no records about it, then how do you know it really happened?
Good.
Does that window
question,
overlook a
York.
waterfall?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Why would
badass.
I know this?
Yeah.
The answer is very simple. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. The brutal killer himself. But we can talk about the details of that encounter another
No,
time.
man. No.
What we need to talk about is your Raincoat Killer. The new Raincoat Killer, if you will. The new Raincoat Between 10 and 20 years ago, I noticed that these red
So he's saying the new one's a copycat.
and someone else did too. The human imagination can lead to tragedy sometimes. Someone linked the red seeds to the serial killer legend. Said, eat the red seeds.
So loud.
Someone, you will become immortal.
Somebody believes this.
Fabricated legend was passed on from one to the next, evolving, changing.
We have a motive, Zach. We have a motive, Zach.
Some may have actually taken the seeds to try them out, to prove the legend that is. York, the red seeds you have found from those other murders, they all came from this town, together with that one evil rumor. People on the other side of the planet may have heard of it by now. Seeds will be grown in different parts of the world.
So you're saying that the series of cases I've been following are all linked to this town? That's interesting, Harry. But there's no evidence to support that story. None of the criminals we caught for the other murders ever mentioned anything like that.
It's your job, your role and duty to look into that, York. Now, the game must go on. You know I said that the incident 50 years ago was totally erased? Well, not quite. Records still exist in the sheriff's office.
Thomas.
The old sheriff back then hated the military and did his own investigation. I need you to bring those documents here to me. Once you've done that, I'll tell you everything I know.
Well, Harry's happy.
What's he typing?
It's worth a look.
He takes his
May
own
as well let the old
notation.
man have his fun.
He dictates to himself.
Okay. I get it.
Harry, take this down. Okay, Harry. Alright, when we come back, I don't know. We're gonna go on this new information, which is a boatload of information. We'll summarize it after the break. Stay tuned.